Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. So my family and I took a little trip to Puerto Rico just a little bit ago, and it was honestly so much fun. We went and saw a bunch of different sites that we didn't see, of course, because it's our first time there. We went to lots of restaurants with lots of really great food. Puerto Rico overall was just super fun. We loved it. Honestly thinking about going back, which would be super cool. But if you guys enjoy this video, leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe while you're at it, and I hope you enjoy seeing the sights that we saw in Puerto Rico.
So one of the first things that we noticed when we landed in Puerto Rico was that our hotel had a casino inside, and we had to take a quick look at it just because, we don't have a lot of these casinos that my brother and I could walk into very easily. And the whole hotel as a whole was really cool. This pool had like 2 layers and had like little waterfall things, and there was also multiple pools. Like there was this one right by the beach, and the beach was absolutely beautiful. Here I have another view of the beach from our hotel room. This was in the morning. The waves were crazy strong. Whenever you'd go in there, they would just bat you around like, I don't even know. They're trying to beat you up. It was kind of fun though. But here's a view of the city from our hotel room. This also had a parking garage in the hotel, which was also very cool to see. But we also had to do a lot of walking, and whenever you walk through the hotel, you'd see these signs that said "Watch It" instead of like "Watch Out" or something. It was kind of funny to see the aggressive signs. But when we walked through the city, we noticed that there were a lot of chickens around, which is kind of cool, and there's also a lot of cannabis dispensaries, and this one happened to be by a restaurant called Munchie Burger. We all found that to be pretty funny. But it was also raining a lot in Puerto Rico. Like most of the days, there was some downpour of some kind. Like the first day the first full day, it was like so much rain. I don't even know what to say about that. But oh, here's my dad. There's my dad in the pool. This is the dad cam. He's just enjoying the nice pool. But we also took a little trip into the rainforest when we were in Puerto Rico. This is us traveling to the rainforest. The city is beautiful of San Juan, and there's a lot of sights to see. Our tour guide was really cool with telling us a bit of the history and the locations of San Juan. It was really, really neat, and we even stopped at a nice little restaurant before we went on our merry way with our tour group. And this was one of the older cities in San Juan, or at least near San Juan in Puerto Rico. You can tell by the architecture that it's a little older. And then once we saw all the cool buildings, we went into the rainforest. Now unfortunately I was not able to find any cool wildlife, which is kind of a shame, but we did happen to come across some natural waterfalls and natural water slides, and they were so cool, and our tour guide even let us get right up next to it, and we got to slide down. There was even a place for us to jump off. There were like some different areas where it was shallower and then deeper. That was like 11 feet into the water. So it was pretty safe for you to jump. And then of course we have to get these two going down the water slides, my dad and my brother. And they seemed to really enjoy it. The water was cold, but really enjoyable. And here's a quick POV of the water slide. It wasn't really that big, but don't worry, there's an even better one coming up later. but this was honestly like super cool because, you know, it's very difficult to find something like that nearby, at least in the Ohio area. So it was a very cool, different experience. And we took a little hike to our next location, which was an even bigger natural water slide. This, you know, as you can see, was clearly bigger and a bit rougher. As I was getting this B-roll, this lady was flying down and I happened to catch her almost wiping out a little bit. Like, look at that. That's such a hard turn and it's on rocks. It could definitely hurt you if you really do it wrong, but you know, we're pros, we're professionals. We live the crazy life all the time. So there was no issues there. And here's another POV of this slide. It was very, very rough, but the rocks were smooth. It just beat you around a little bit. But it was super cool to see, and we all enjoyed it very much. And heck, here's another a view of the slide, but this time I went down face first because I saw our tour guide do it. So I was like, damn, I'm gonna do that too. And of course, since we're in the rainforest, it had to rain a little bit. It's kind of with the package. But honestly, it was really cool to see like a different environment. It was super natural, really nice to see. And then to finish off this little tour, we went to the calmest beach I've ever seen. I believe it's called La Lucia. La Lucia. It was very, very calm, very beautiful. And then we went back to our hotel for the day, and I got some footage of these nice mountains. But the next day, we took a little trip to Old San Juan. Now, this was very close to regular San Juan, and this was an old military base that was used originally in the 1500s as well as the 1800s and even during the World Wars. It was really, really cool to see. Very old, but there's a lot of history behind it. And, you know, it's surrounded by the ocean. It was, you know, a port kind of thing. Really pretty. And then here is Old San Juan from the view of the fort itself. Very cool. Can't see much, but it's still super cool to see. And just look at this old architecture. Like, these people were trying to recreate the look of it as best they can, because when they restored it, it really wasn't in the best condition just because it was so old. But there's a lot of technique that went into it, but there was also a lot of stairs. There were no elevators or escalators in the 1500s, so we had to suffer through that. But along with us, we found another little friend because these guys were popping up everywhere. There were so many iguanas. But when we traveled through Old San Juan, there was a lot of really cool sights to see. Like, there's this one road that was just completely overgrown with plant life. It was absolutely beautiful. I loved it so much. And then there was this road right here. That's actually the governor's mansion at the end of the road there, that big white house. It was really, really cool to see, and there was this nice pier that we found. The beach was super calm here, and it was honestly like, I don't know, it's always so cool just to see like different environments in a place that's, you know, not your home or what you're familiar with. It's just really neat to see. And we even went to a pigeon park, which I've never seen before, and I got jumped by a pigeon. It jumped on my chest, man. Like, it was freaking ridiculous. But look at all these pigeons. They're going absolutely bonkers for all the food that the people were throwing down. And, well, they kept jumping on my face and stuff like that, so we had to leave. But here's another video of us walking through Old San Juan. This is right before we went and got something to eat at a restaurant. All the Puerto Rican food was very delicious. I wish I could try all of it one more time. But then we went to this old castle in Old San Juan. It was really neat. It was very similar to the fort that we went to earlier. It was very cool to see. Very historic. Lots of information on, you know, what it's about. Although I didn't read too much about it. And then here's a little view of Old San Juan again. That building over there with the dome top was actually the Capitol building, which was really cool to see. There was a port for cruise ships. and we were just down there. There was a prior video in here that showed where we were, and then, oh hey, look at that. That's the old fort that we went to just earlier, a little bit ago. It was pretty cool. And then we went to this one little park. We went to a couple, but this one I got footage of just because, you know, it was very cute, very fun. And there was I'm gonna glance over that. But then to finish off our trip, we kind of went and saw the nightlife. My brother and I, we got the party Uber, and then we went to see all the little bars. And yeah, it was really cool. Overall, very enjoyable experience.
And there you have it. That was our whole trip, basically summarized in one pretty short video. But yeah, we didn't stay for too long, which is kind of unfortunate, but we still had a really great time, you know, just spending time with each other, experiencing all this stuff in Puerto Rico. Super fun. Highly recommend going if you ever have the chance. San Juan is, you know, wonderful. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you again in the next video. See ya.